Hello and welcome back to Real Chalk Reviews. This review is for Tyler Perry's Zatima. This is Season 3, Episode 6, No More Lies. So we open up the episode exactly where we left off with Zach asking Fatima where is her watch. She's lying, playing in his face, telling him that it's home. He asks her does she think that Jeremiah may have stolen it, and she tells him no, she's pretty sure that it's home and that there's a lot of watches out there like that. Zach has to let her know, look, when I bought that watch, it was one of three, so this is a one of a kind. And he is pretty sure that the watch that Jeremiah has belongs to Fatima. She's trying to tell Zach to calm down, that Jeremiah just gets him so worked up, and then she is saved by the funeral director coming back, and you can hear the sigh of relief in her voice, like, ooh, thank you, Jesus. So before the guy walked off, Zach stopped him and asked him, did he get a good look at the watch? He was like, yes, I did. Did you see the back of the watch? The guy says, yes, I took a picture of it. Turn the picture over. Baby, if you could see the look on Fatima's face, it just hit the floor. Zach turns the picture over and bam. And big as day, right there in their face, the inscription is there. To Fatima from Zach. He lets her know this is your watch. She's still standing in his face, hemming and hawing, trying to make excuses, and Zach is not having it. Zach wants to know what is going on. Why are you covering for Jeremiah? Fatima says she's not. She's feeling embarrassed now. She's trying to get out of there, like, let's go talk at home. Zach is like, no, we're going to talk right now. Fatima is trying to calm him down, trying to get him to pick out a casket and focus on the mom's funeral, and Zach does not give a damn about that right about now. His mind is on Jeremiah and his watch and why he has it. Fatima, she's trying to stall. She wants to go home and check the safe first. He's telling her, you go do that. I'm going over there to the apartment. Fatima tells him that she doesn't want him to go over there, and he wants to know why is she lying. I'm like, Fatima, girl, this is the time to come clean. There's no reason to continue stressing yourself out about it. Zach had to remind her that she said when they got good, there would be no more lies. If you don't want him to lie to you, don't gaslight him. So he asked her, how did he get your watch? And he's begging her like, please, Fatima, tell me. So she finally comes clean, but she really does not come clean. She tells him a half-truth. She only talks about Connie coming to her about the insurance policy that their mom had, and she wanted Fatima to take over. She was supposed to talk to him about it, but they never got to that point. Jeremiah found out about it, so he came to the job, and she says that maybe when she wasn't looking, that could have been when he got the watch. So Zach wanted to know why she didn't tell him. She said she just realized it when she saw the picture. Yet again, more lies. He said, Fatima, you wear that watch every day. Fatima continued to try to lie about it, and Zach called straight up BS and that she wasn't telling him everything. And he was going over there to get that watch, and she was like, no, I just want you to be okay. He says, I'm going to be fine as soon as I get this watch. Fatima is damn near crying, begging him not to go. And he says, look, my mind is made up. And he told the funeral director, hey, by the time I'm done, I may need 2 caskets. So over there at Zach and Fatima's, you got Preston outside waiting for Zach, not calling or texting him or anything, but just standing outside in the sun. But okay, Preston. So Deja, she pulls up with her groceries, and she's flirting, of course, doing what she does, talking about, Vanilla, you looking good. You wearing them boots and them jeans. He tells her that they're 10-day jeans, and she says, I don't know that brand, but you sure wearing the hell out of them. Now, initially, Preston was helping her get all the groceries out of the car, and he was going to sit him by the doorstep, and she was like, be a gentleman, don't be a half-assed gentleman, and she convinced him to take the rest of the groceries inside the house. And I was trying to figure out why Preston seemed like he didn't want to be bothered. I thought he said he wanted to be freaked. So when they get inside, you know, Deja, she's being Deja. She's flirting real heavy, coming on strong. She does invite Preston to her party, but he doesn't bite. She wants to know, what is it? Is he scared of her? And he lets her know, I rope cattle. I'm definitely not scared of you. I said, oh my. So he told her, honestly, you are a little too aggressive for me, and she didn't know how to take that. So she was asking, oh, so men don't like that? And he said, some might, but I don't. I said, oh, child, I'm liking Preston. He claims he likes his women old-fashioned, and we already know that's a lie. And she says, no, you don't. You want a challenge. And baby, we already know Danny was enough of a challenge for him. He basically let her know, been there, done that. Deja told him, look, you didn't have it with me or a black woman. He says, look, black women are what I'm attracted to. Now, we're just not going to forget Mindy over there in the Sisters universe was just as vanilla as he was, but she did have the old-fashioned part down pat. So Deja, she starts talking nasty and dirty and telling Preston how sexy he is. And you can tell he's getting turned on a little bit and blushing. And she's like, what, they don't talk like that where you come from, cowboy? And he's like, no, they don't. She tells him that he's hard and she gets ready to try to grab his thing. And I'm like, really, Deja? So he stops her and he's like, look, first of all, I'm not hard. She looking at him like, oh, wow, it's like that? He's like, it's like that. She wants to know what she has to do to see it hard. And he said you can start by not trying so hard. So she tells him men don't normally turn her down. So basically, Preston is a challenge for her. She says all that does is make her kitty start purring and wants to know, can he hear it? And she's purring, purring, purring. And he's like, yes, Lord, I hear it, to the point where he has to walk out the door. So Fatima, she calls Connie to let her know that Zach is on his way over there. He found out that Jeremiah stole her watch and he's out there trying to sell it. But Zach doesn't know the whole story yet. Connie says she hasn't seen Jeremiah yet, and Fatima told her, look, when you see him, tell him to get out of Dodge because his brother is on his way over there and he's mad as hell. So we go back over to the barbershop. Belinda comes back in there. Mr. Tyrone is giving her the business left and right. They're going back and forth with the little comedic banter. Belinda really not even giving a damn because her main purpose was to go in there and manipulate him and get information as to what went down and where Nate is at. And Mr. Tyrone, being an OG, should know a play when he sees one. I was highly disappointed that he even allowed her to swindle him for the information. So now she knows that Jeremiah stole Fatima's watch and they're over there in the hood. So Fatima, she calls Angela and tells her that Jeremiah must have stolen her watch when she wasn't looking. Excuse me, ma'am. You were literally unconscious, so you couldn't have been watching, and you must have forgotten that Angela was there. But nevertheless, she tells her that Jeremiah took the doggone watch to the funeral home to try to sell it. And she tells Angela that she feels bad for lying to Zach. She just wants to get him in a calm state of mind so she can tell him the whole truth. So Angela offered to meet her over there to the hood, and Fatima asked her what she was going to do. And I'm like, the same thing she did to your house the other night, not a damn thing. Angela said, you're right, I've had enough drama for the day. And she told Fatima that Bryce was on his way over there because he wanted to apologize for talking to her crazy over in that hospital. And now he's knocking on the door. So Bryce, he wobbles on in there and he apologizes for talking to her the way he did the other day. He says that he doesn't know what's going on with his life right now. It's just been crazy. He was doing so much better when he was with her. And she brought up until he tried to kiss Zach. And of course, he didn't want to talk about that. He just wants her to get over it and move on. And that's the part I don't like about Bryce. Now, she has moved on, but you keep coming around. So she's like, well, you're the one that wanted to talk. Like, what's up? He wants to know, can they be friends without all the judgment? He says their friendship is what he missed the most and that he loves her and that he knows that she loves him, making it very awkward. He says he just wants her to love the human side of him, and she said, I thought that's what I was doing. He apologized again for the way he treated her at the hospital, and then he told her that's why all these men are in and out of here, basically trying to say because she still loves him. Like, if you don't go sit down somewhere. Bryce is an annoying, entitled weirdo. I would have been told him where to go. So over there in the hood, Nate and Tony, they're running over there looking for Connie. She's outside where she's been all damn day long. I don't know where her kids are, why she's outside, what's she doing, does she have a job? I have no clue. But anyway, they show her the watch. She already knows because Fatima told her. Belinda, she pops up. Nate asks her how does she find out, and she snitches on Mr. Tyrone. So they're all in agreement that too many people are finding out about it and it's time to tell Zach. So Zach, he pulls up and he is on a mission and walking like his pants are on fire. He doesn't have time to stop to talk to nobody. His goal is Jeremiah only. Nate and Tony, they run after him, and Belinda and Connie, they have a little quick conversation because Belinda wants to know why she keeps coming for her, and Connie tells her, this is not a game. You over here trying to be messy, and that's supposed to be your friend. She claims that her and Fatima just going through something right now, and Connie called her raggedy as hell, and is. So now Fatima is pulling up, and when she gets over to the girls, she finds out that now Tony has the watch. So Zach, he's bamming on the door looking for Jeremiah, and Nate and Tony, they run up on him telling him that he's not in there. Zach wants to know where he is. They're telling him they don't know. Zach says when he find out what he did, he's gonna unalive him. And Nate tells him, that's your brother, just relax. Zach wants to know, why are you saying that? Like, do you know what he did? He says no. Tony says no. He says, let me find out that y'all are playing me, and better yet, let me find out that y'all are lying. Nate folds like a lawn chair and he says, we need to tell him. Zach says, tell me what? And Tony is literally begging Nate not to say anything, and Zach tells him he's acting like a little bitch and jacks him all up on the wall, telling him to hush his mouth. He had his time to talk. So Nate, he spills the beans and says that Jeremiah went to Fatima's job and he pushed her or she fell. We don't know all the details. And that's all Zach heard. He's like, she's pregnant and she didn't even tell me. And he runs off, and they're surprised because they didn't know she was pregnant apparently. And they run after Zach. And that's where the episode ends. Woo, child. Zach is hotter than fish grease, and just like it was already said, when he finds out, all hell was going to break loose. Drop down in the comments, let me know what you thought about this episode. And as always, you guys, I appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.